I don't know what it is with creators or what it is about, I guess, the creator experience that makes all of us sometimes so insecure, sometimes so afraid, right? Like I always joke, I'm like, we need creator therapy. We need to get to the root of why are we afraid to advocate for ourselves? Why are we afraid to pitch? What is this fear? Where is it coming from? What is it trying to protect, right? And one of the things I realize we don't talk enough about is like how to boost your confidence as a creator. And what I'm going to go over in today's video is really one of my favorite strategies to boost a creator's confidence, an influencer's confidence, is a strategy that is as old as Sidewalker Daily, which is the good old test your influence strategy. Now you're like, test your influence? What is that? I think a big reason creators, especially the ones that are first getting started, are afraid to pitch to brands because they have crazy amounts of imposter syndrome. They feel less than, and they just feel like, why would a brand want to work with me? And that's where I come in to say, well, why wouldn't they want to work with you? What about you doesn't value you? And I think something that helps all the creators that I get to talk to one-on-one is really understanding, well, are you influential? I know it's a weird thing to say, but like, are you? Like, if you're charging for influence, that means you're going to a brand and saying, hey, brand, I got people that like me, trust me, they come to me. And notice I don't say a follower count. I'm saying I got people, I have a community. So if you're charging for influence, you're basically saying, people listen to me. They click on the things I say, they click on the links I promote, right? And you don't need a big following to prove that. What you need to know is, do you have influence? Because if you don't, then maybe we shouldn't be pitching influencer jobs. We should be pitching creator jobs, UGC jobs, where you're creating content for brand partners, where you're going to them and saying, hey, brand, I want to shoot content for you. See, when you do that, you don't need followers. But if you want to pitch influence, then you got to test it to make sure you're actually influential. It feels funny to say because like, how many of us are like, I'm influential? But believe it or not, a lot of us are, right? When you look at your analytics and you're able to see, wait, I just posted something and people are clicking, people are buying, like it gives you that boost of confidence. So that's the exercise we're going to go through today. We're going to talk about how to test your influence, and we're going to go step by step. Now, because this is an exercise, I figured why not put it in a PDF for you guys? So I went ahead and put everything in this PDF. It is the Test Your Influence PDF. So if you're someone who likes to print things out, take notes, go ahead and download it. We'll link it below. You can pause this video or either come back or do it again and fill out that worksheet. Trust me, it's going to get your mind thinking. And the best part is it is free. So go ahead and download the Test Your Influence worksheet. Now let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing when we test our influence, I want you to pretend that a brand hired you for a campaign, okay? So choose the platform that you are strong on. If you're an Instagrammer, choose your Instagram. If you're a TikToker, choose your TikTok. If you're a YouTuber, choose your YouTube, podcaster, whatever, okay? I want you to just think, okay, what's the platform that I'm getting hired on? Because what we're gonna basically do is do a fake campaign, and we're gonna measure the results of said campaign for ourselves. No one's gonna know, but we're gonna treat it like a campaign, okay? So that's the first thing, is you have to choose the platform that you wanna do this mock campaign on. Then I want you to get in on whatever platform you used and look at your insights. If you're on Instagram, I want you to dive into your insights. Like I want you to look at your 30-day accounts reached. I want you to look at your engagements, like your demographics. Go in, take a second, look at your audience, right? Because remember, the brand hired us, they're gonna wanna know that. And you need to know that information off the top of your head too. If you're on YouTube, same thing, just go into your insights, your analytics, start looking at your page, ask yourself, what is my subscriber count, or what is my follower count? What are my average views? What are my average clicks, right? If you're a YouTuber, maybe you're looking at that click-through rate. If you're a TikToker, you're looking at how many people come to your page a month, right? Go in your insights, start writing some of those metrics down so that you can see that picture. Then I want you to ask yourself, okay, what is the type of content that does so well on my page? Like, what do my people love? What tends to hit? I think we all kind of know if we do a video, people are gonna love it, right? Like, I know here at Sidewalker, there's certain videos that I do that people really love, right? So I'm gonna think to myself, okay, what's a video that's gonna do well for them, for myself? I want you to think of, what do you think your audience would love? Because this will help us in understanding the type of content we're gonna produce, right? So I want you to really take a second and ask yourself, what would your audience be stoked on? Then I want you to ask yourself, okay, well, what product am I doing? Like, what product am I going to be doing this campaign for, this fake campaign for? Or what service am I going to be doing this fake campaign for, right? Because let's just say I was going to do a video on like top creator apps or favorite creator tools, right? I may promote a certain tool as if it was sponsored. And again, I'm doing this just as a way to test my influence at the end to see how it actually did. So ask yourself, okay, who's the brand that you want to create content for in this mock trial? Okay, so then ask yourself, what are the deliverables? What did the brand give you? How many deliverables are you doing for this? Is it 1 reel? Is it 3 reels and 5 sets of stories? Is it 2 reels? Is it 1 dedicated YouTube? Is it an integrated YouTube video? Whatever you decided, ask yourself, what are the deliverables? Because when we do our post recap and we start looking at the numbers, we want to know, like, hey, was it 1 shot? Maybe it doesn't do well. Okay, well, like then maybe I need to tell brands that we need to have like more content because it tends to do better if there are 3 video packages. And then to never sell a 1 video package, right? You'll see where I'm going. But here I want you to decide the number of deliverables that this mock campaign has for you. And then obviously we need to just make sure that when it's game time and our content goes live, that we are engaging with the content immediately. Like, how would we be doing it if it was an actual brand partner? For example, my Instagrammers, they know that the minute they post something and people start commenting, you need to engage with people right away, right? That's kind of part of the brand partnership to make sure the content does well is engagement right away. So, making sure you're available right away after you post and really treating it like with that seriousness as if it was a real partnership, because you're going to be tracking clicks. You're going to be tracking, how many people hit that story button of, whatever it is that you're promoting. Because all of that data in the evaluation phase, we're going to be writing it out so that we can see what this actually looks like. Now, what I want us to do is once we go live and we start posting it, pretend the campaign wraps up. And it is your job to put together a little recap, right? So now we're in evaluation mode. I want you to look at whatever it is that you posted. What are the metrics you're going to be tracking? I may have some influencers that are watching this video and they're like, I'm going to do a video promoting my Amazon storefront. You may want to measure, okay, well, were there any sales during this time period? Were there any clicks on the stories that you posted? Add them all up. So if you did 5 stories with 5 different hyperlinks or 1 link in the story, add all those clicks together. Maybe once you add them up, you're like, wait, I got over 300 clicks, when you add it up. Same thing for your information, whatever it is on the reel. How did the post do? I'm saying a reel because I assume a lot of you guys are Instagrammers. But again, wherever you played, I want you to go in and say to yourself, okay, what is like the reporting? Like if I had to report this to a brand, what would the full picture look like if I added up everything? Because again, this is going to show you, a lot of you may be surprised. A lot of you may be like, wait a second, this did really good. I actually had a creator do this. One of my one-on-one coaching students, she did something similar for a giveaway and she realized like 300 people signed up for the giveaway. She got over 300 emails, right? And she knew if she was going to go to a brand and pitch this, now she felt confident because she's like, I know I've done this before. I got this many signups, right? And this is what it's worth. We were able to come up with what that was worth for her to charge the brand for the giveaway. Now, if you want me to look at your data or like if you do this exercise and you're serious and you want me to help you evaluate it, you can always book a one-on-one call with me. That's what I'm here for, to support you guys. But if not, you can also just do this on your own to get that confidence boost. Like, wait, my clicks are good. Or alternatively, maybe you may be like, wait, it did not do good. It bombed. My audience did not like this type of content. That can also give you information to not pitch that sort of content. And the idea here is just to treat yourself like a business, pretend that this was really happening and actually see what the results were. You may be surprised, right? You may be really pumped with these results and find yourself, wait a second, I got influence. I need to be charging for this, right? Or alternatively, you may be like, you know what? My audience doesn't really work with me. I got to work more on engagement. I got to work more on building their trust. I got to work more on connecting with them, improving my content strategy, making myself more valuable to these people, helping them, right? So it will give you something to do regardless, the results of this experiment. And like I said, I have it all written out for you in this downloadable. So go ahead and download that so you have it. And hope you guys actually get to do this exercise, test your influence, get that confidence boost, and use those results to help you, whether it's pitch content or pitch influence. Let me know if you're gonna do this in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video.